just over the net. Sestrick picks it up again, but it's overpassed, dumped over the net. She is standing at. And that's a big block from Serena Smith and Candace Scott. Amjel with the pass. And they give that to Nicole Collard, which should be exciting for her as they are a top team. Probably going to see a lot greater things from them next year as well. And Western with another point. 6 feet, she's a big block for them. It's back to Veltman, and Veltman again with another point. Ansel tries to tip that over. Sestrick outside to Gemma. Good swing from Gemma, but Chelsea Bott is there. And a good block at the net from Veltman and Gemma. Good up from Beatty. Back to Candace, and Candace gets the match point, 25-14. Siofis out to Gemma. She swings, blocked at the net though, but Western picks it up. Dedeker gets that. Outside to Morelli. Ansel picks that up again. Collard this time outside to Morelli. Just over the Western block. Siofis gives that to Veltman. Of course, Veltman gets another point. Ansel outside to Morelli again. She tips it deep, but Beatty is there. Back to Gemma. She swings and off of the block, just off of Collard. Good up from Smith. Candace Scott fixes it. Over by Sestrick. Wilson to Gormley, and Gormley just off of Gemma. She was right there and gets it. Great serve from Veltman. Gemma gets that up. Sestrick outside to Gemma. She swings, puts that over. Dedeker puts that back. Veltman at the net there, tips it over. Back to Gemma. She swings, and a good swing from Asia. Gemma. And Veltman with the service ace. Western coming back stronger here in the third set. Great up from Amjel. Free ball for Western. Beatty picks that up to Candace Scott, but Dedeker is there. Siofis outside to Gemma, and that's blocked on the Griffin side. Good up from Sestrick. Outside to Smith. She fixes that. It was a little bit too tight there, but she gets that. Tipped over by the net by Ansel. Sestrick to Veltman, and Veltman with the big swing, not letting them have that block for too long. Good up from Morelli. Outside to Dedeker, and Dedeker gets the point. Good up from Sestrick. Siofis out to Smith. She swings. Blocked though, picked up by Beatty. Out to Gemma. And Gemma puts that just outside of Morelli. Griffin's coming back from a timeout. Serena Smith serving. Bro gets that up outside to Dedeker. But Smith is there. Great save from Smith. Back to Smith. She swings over the net, and she gets just between all three players. And just around the Western block. Good up from Smith. Back to Veltman. She swings, and Kelsey Veltman finished this quarterfinal match 25-17. The Mustangs head into the semis for the OUA. Guelph Griffins are now finished for the year.
I think we just talked about it's in a big match like that. It's normal to focus on the match as a whole, and we could kind of see them panicking a little bit, like, oh my gosh, we're losing a set. So we just said, let's just focus. We can only control one set at a time, and refocus on our game plan, because we really executed game plan well in set one, and we didn't in set two, and that really was the difference. Yeah, you know what? I think we talked about, like, we knew going in if our players came to play that we were going to win, and I think we have a team that rises to the occasion, and we've seen that a little bit in some of the weaker opponents, we haven't beat them by quite as much as we could have. So, I wasn't surprised at all. I really expected our big players, like big scorers, Kelsey, Asia, Taylor really stepped up. Serena's been so consistent all year to really come to play, and I thought Candace probably had one of her best offensive nights of the season as well.
I think after the first set, we just got really comfortable with ourselves and we kind of laid back a bit. So we have to work on not getting as lazy when we beat teams that well. So we need to try to keep up that intense factor the whole time. Sometimes we'll come off and Randy will yell at us a little, and then we're like, okay, let's step it up, or we'll get in a huddle and just take one big breath together, and that really helps to calm us down, because we'll start to freak out. So that's what we do mostly.